We're not starting like this. Wait, let's do this right. Grace, take it away, love.
Welcome to the place to be reviews.
It's a beautiful morning.
So,
I think I'll go outside for a while.
so,
Wait a minute, man. Hey, check this out.
so,
Man, tell it. It was this blind man, right?
so,
He was feeling his way down the street with this stick.
so,
He walked past this fish market.
so,
He stopped. He took a deep breath. He said,
so,
"Good morning, ladies."
It's a beautiful morning.
so,
I think I'll go outside for a while.
so,
Code 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need.
so,
We can go to the park after dark.
so,
Smoke that tumbleweed.
so,
As the marijuana burn, we can take our turn.
so,
Singing them dirty rap songs.
so,
Stop and hit the ball like Cheech and Chong.
So-
Sell takes from here to Hong Kong.
Good morning, Fandom Menace. Good morning, Place to Be Reviews, subscribers, friends. I am Etepo Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I am right here with all of you this Thursday morning, episode 6 of Mornings with the Place to Be Reviews, the Snyder edition. I, this morning, am joined by my Rogue Entertainment brethren, Mr. Stephen Walton. Let me bring the author in right now. Here we go. Let's see how. There we are. Morning,
Hey,
Stephen.
good morning. Hail, my brothers and sisters in the chat. Please smash that like button and share out the link. We're gonna have some heated conversation this morning. We're gonna talk about some passion today, aren't we, E-Tech?
Oh, yes, we are, and we're kind of similar in the way we both bring that fire when it comes to things we're passionate about. And like I said, I wasn't like one. I'm not Fatal J. I'm not one of I'm not RK Outpost. I'm not one of these guys that's like all in on the Snyder cut. I was supportive of it because you look behind me. I own some of the Zack Snyder movies, man. I'm a fan of his work. The DC stuff. I appreciate 300 for what it is for the visuals. I've admittedly never seen Sucker Punch. I haven't. But Zack Snyder, okay, I liked his work. I'm like, all right, man. And he got a raw deal with Justice League back in 2017. All right. As somebody who got a raw deal because of undergoing a horrendous family tragedy, and as a parent, they say the greatest tragedy is outliving your children. And that's exactly what happened. This man's daughter took her own life. So fast forward to now, the Snyder Cut was released at midnight last night Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern. I was watching it literally. Before we come on. I'm about an hour and a half into it. And you know what? After last night, I was gonna subscribe to HBO Max. I was all set to subscribe to HBO Max. I was gonna go get my Roku device today, download it, subscribe to it, whatever. But after the charity stream last night, which phenomenal effort by the Geeks and Gamers team, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm not shilling for Geeks and Gamers. I'm not associated with Geeks and Gamers in any way, at all. Not at all. I'm just a mere blip on a map. I'm not even on anybody's radar. So not affiliated with them. With that being said, so what I say does not represent Geeks and Gamers in any way. Not in any way. And I feel like I'm Zack Snydering right now. I'm starting out and I'm like giving a disclaimer.
But damn, look what you did.
I Snydered. That's going to be a new thing. I don't want anybody to say, well, ETEP said, well, I'm not representing.
I'm not
Geeks and Gamers
affiliated. Now, the next thing you need to do is go. You need to go now. Try and make go try and make Uche cry. That's your next thing. That's the next thing you got to do. That's next on the line of events.
He's a former pro football player. I'm not pissing Uche off. He's a big dude.
I say, that's the thing about Uche. We heard a lot of shit being talked last night after all that went down. First off, I want to give credit to my brothers on the panel, most of all Lethal Lightning, who was a good friend of mine. If it wasn't for Lethal Lightning, your Fandom Menace historian would not be here, quite possibly, because he was the only person to reach me out and give me a shot, give me a chance, bring me on his channel. We were down there struggling before we were monetized, back when Lethal Lightning was like, I don't even know if I want to keep doing this because I'm not really getting the traction that I feel like that I know I could get. But he kept going. He kept going because of the motivation in this crowd, because of the motivation from the menace, the collective. No matter if you assign yourself to a group, if you call yourself a member of a group or not, doesn't matter. This community of this overall arching umbrella fandom, this indie sphere that we exist in, because of the culture back then, 2 years ago, year and a half ago, of people helping to promote one another, helping to lift each other up. That's why Lethal ended up becoming a member of Geeks and Gamers, along with my friend Jay. Same dude, Jay, Drunk 3PO. I don't like to name drop them all too often I don't need to. That's my brother. I've known these people. Ryan, I remember when he first came in. I know these people. Uche, I have his phone number. I was going to work on a project for him a while back, but it fell through. And at no time did any of these people ever make me feel like I wasn't worthy of a friendship. At no time did any one of these people come down on me. They have all been supportive of each other, different views, different perspectives, absolutely, but supportive of one another, into a culture that has been created within our umbrella fandom of promoting charities. I'm sorry. No, hands down, no matter what anybody thinks about what has happened in the events of the past 24 hours since just before the release of the Snyder Cut, though $78,000 has been raised for suicide prevention. That is amazing. That is the most important thing, the most important takeaway from this. Now we can break down all the other events because there's a couple top-notchers. There is one top-notcher, in my opinion, that needs a strong dick punch from your fandom menace historian, but we'll get into that later if we want to.
Yeah, we definitely will. Morning, Zachariah 315, Snorta Poopus Q Burr, Vassy, Daisy Divine. Hail to all of you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Like I said, I subscribe to Jeremy, the Geeks and Gamers channel. He was one of the first channels outside of Mr. Jeff Hicks, who was the very first channel I came to in the Fandom Menace because of The Last Jedi. And Jeff is a friend of mine. Hail, Jeff, dude, you're an amazing creator. And truly, and I've said this, and like I said, I've been accused, you're just kissing his ass. I said, no. I talk to this man,
right, regularly.
I've told him personally that he was the reason I started my podcast. I wanted to start it for years. I started listening to him and the guys, I have Kendo and Nick on regularly. Dion's the only one I've never really interacted with, but I'll get to meet Dion this summer at a friend's wedding. So Dion's not a YouTuber outside of the
I know
WCBS thing, though.
You got to throw him some honey dick. That's what you got to do. You got to honey dick Dion to get him.
I've made a lot of horse jokes at his expense in the WCBS group. I mean, but no, they're good people. There's a lot of great people in this community.
Yes.
And last night for them to cast aspersions, basically, and it's difficult for me because, like I said, on one hand, I feel for Zack Snyder and everything he's been through, but on the other hand, he fought tooth and nail to have his movie, his vision of a movie that sits right behind me here. Let me find it. I'm gonna kink my neck. Somebody bought this for my son. This is the original Justice League. The Justice League. I wouldn't spend money on that. Somebody bought it for my son. Okay. Zach wanted his vision released. He got it released because the fans fought for it, dude. The fans, the people that want to pay money, want to give you money. People from the Geeks and Gamers fucking community that donated, which is $78,000 it ended with.
Hell, $78,000 is what it's at.
$78,000 for charity for suicide prevention and awareness in honor of that man. That was in
honor of his daughter.
His daughter, yes, I'm sorry. For him to come on, and I know it was probably based on everything that Uche said. He had to say it. He had to say it because they're dangling that carrot out in front of him. Okay.
He had to say it, but I don't understand why Uche could have spoken up and said after he was done talking about being against hate and racism. Why didn't he stand up and say, yeah, that's why I'm a member of Geeks and Gamers?
And look at the panel. I mean,
what else are they going to do?
Uche is not was it Ivan? I mean, look at the people that Jeremy surrounds himself with. This is a diverse group of people. And do you think Uche's not a conservative from everything that I've gathered?
No. He is
He's not
liberal.
a conservative.
He is more liberal than me.
Why would somebody who is not and I'm not getting political, I'm stating facts regarding the issue here, folks. Why would somebody that is not a conservative or of that like-minded set take part in a group if they were a hate group that hated against the type of person and ethnicity that Uche is? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so I dig that, brother. Oh no, yeah, let's get into the fire of this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Get into the fire of this. Just like in our own community, ETEP, right? We don't know everybody. Okay,
No.
This is I'm not making excuses. I'm just making a correlation. We don't know everybody, right? So that's why the Fandom Menace is a collective of individuals. It's not. That's what it is. We're all individuals with a right to have our own opinion. So I can understand him not understanding the nuances of Uche and how he spoke. Yeah. Like I said, Uche Nweri, I've had to mute a brother a couple times because I just can't. I don't like his views are very, very dangerous to me. Some of his views are, but I don't think he's a dangerous person. I just think that they're flagrantly ignorant. But that's we all have the right to an opinion. We all stand for his right. At the end of the day, I stand with Uche. Now, for Zack to come in there and I can understand what the arguments say where he was flustered and he was making two different things, 2 different points, but too close together. First off, you just had a hit piece come out on Geeks and Gamers, just came out on the entire community about us radicalizing Ryan and all this bullshit. Ryan's on the damn panel, by the way. Ryan is on the damn panel. Lethal's on the panel. Uche's on this panel. All Geeks and Gamers, by the way. And for him to come in and then say, look, I don't understand why it's still on there. That whole community just raised all that money. Yep. That whole community just showed themselves, showed their strength, and showed their passion behind a creator whose vision was being facilitated because of a movement that some of these people and Geeks and Gamers and all over, all the Snyder, the Snyder movements all over the world, but all of them, the fans, this was supposed to be a win for the fans. Now you come in and say that, and then immediately after you attach it to disavowing what happened in Georgia and talking about if Justice League means anything, it stands for bringing people together. You could have said that without the first part. You could have said that without the first part, or you could have said that first part and then waited a few minutes, let the discussion marinate, and then go into that. By putting those 2 things together, that tells me that there's birds in his ear giving him shit about this, saying Geeks and Gamers is a hate group, you got to disavow them and all that shit, and that's why he put those 2 things together. That's the only way that it reads to me. Yeah, I did lose some respect for Zack Snyder at that moment. I absolutely did. Not that I really. The thing is, you're absolutely right. The contradiction of coming onto a stream where this fundraiser has been, building for days, built on the backs of the fandom that has felt dejected by other properties, that has come and celebrated, even those of us that didn't want this, that weren't Snyder Cut fans, celebrating this and helping to promote this charity. That's showing your ass, in my opinion. I really don't have much respect for Zack unless he comes out and corrects himself, because that just doesn't look good to me.
Exactly. And it really, I was mad because we were wrapping up Going Rogue last night, and myself and Tony and J-Man and Lorena,
how'd that go with Lorena last night? Everything good?
It was fun. Lorena's amazing.
Good. Yes, she is.
She is an amazing woman. I love her perspective on things. Big shout out to her and J-Man. I had a last minute cancellation. J-Man, if you're not subscribed to him, go check him out.
Nice.
He does all kinds of comic stuff. He has weekly X-Men comic discussions. He has a show on Sundays where he just brings on subscribers to his channel to let them talk. Not experts. He lets his people, his subscribers,
That's awesome.
fans come on and talk about X-Men and comics and stuff with him. So big shout out to J-Man. And he owns an escape room business, which is freaking dope. That is awesome. And
he owns a what?
An escape room.
An escape room?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he's got an escape room business. Big shout out to J-Man, one of our Canadian contingent up there, man, north of the border.
Hell.
That is cool. And Lorena, like I said, hail the queen. She is she's an amazing woman. She's great. Like I said, love having her perspective on the show.
Great.
Very, very, very cool guest, and we hope to have her back on again soon. And like I said, she was kind enough a couple weeks ago to bring me on the lunch table, which was an absolute blast. I had a great conversation with her. I don't think she I think she underestimated my my knowledge of rap and hip hop music, because when I was talking about some of the concerts I've been to, she was kind of like, I'm like,
Good shit.
yeah, yeah. I was like one of the Beastie Boys. You see this little Jewish kid listening to like NWA and shit, you know?
Right.
But,
No, yeah.
but,
I was there in the cut.
but no, it was fun. So we were watching all this unfold after the show, like backstage, before we all kind of broke out. And yeah, it was. I was just like, what the like? How? I felt like Greta Thunberg for a second. I was like, how dare you
Take the thunder out.
Yeah, like, dude, that just like you could see everybody's posture. And like I said, I have nothing to gain from this. I'm not out championing for these guys because they're all well bigger channels than my 578 subscriber ass. Subscribe, get me to 600 by my birthday, April 19th. If you're so inclined, hit that button. It's always free. There's my cheap pop. But no, it's just like I'm just from a fan's perspective, as somebody who is in the, like proudly reps the Fandom Menace and has since I started this game, because it was the Fandom Menace that brought me in, and it's like I'm ride or die with this group.
Right, hail, brother.
You know, it is. It's like once you know it to me, it's like it's like the mob, but it's not. You know, I mean, you're not really gonna get whacked if you leave. You're always free to leave. It's a hashtag to some people. To others, it means more. To me, it means more because I'm seeing what the things that I truly care about be destroyed in front of my face. And, you know, I'm a huge Batman fan. Zack Snyder, I loved Ben Affleck as Batman. So I want more of that style. I don't want sparkly bitch bat, you know, but I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm willing to watch the movie and give it a chance. So it's like you open-mindedness to me is like paramount to this community and this movement. And what I saw last night from Zack, I don't want to say it wasn't open-mindedness, but I want to say he bent the knee. He did. And I understand you don't want to circumvent your art, your passion, but at the same time, this community just kicked in $78,000 for you, to honor you and the memory of your daughter, and to help people moving forward, you know, people that they don't want to see people lose loved ones prematurely to something like this because of depression, which leads to, you know, what happened to Zack, suicide. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody deserves that. And it stuck in my craw, something fierce last night. Yeah. And we can kind of talk about the response from, say, you know, Ethan Van Sciver, who wanted in on that panel last night. And,
you did.
This is where you and I are going to differ a little bit, and that's fine. I am subscribed to Ethan Van Sciver. I have Cyberfrog. I was given it as a gift. I didn't back it, but I enjoy the work. I respect Ethan's opinion. As one of kind of like the Fandom Menace, you know, OGs, and, you know, the Comics Gate, and he's organized something very good over there that a lot of our friends, Steven, are in Comics Gate, and they're wonderful independent creators, and they rep that independent movement. His comments were poorly timed, ill thought out, and I think it was more or less done on his part to evoke a response, which is what Ethan wants a lot of the time. Is he wants to throw that hot take out there, even if it's bad. And he's been wrong multiple times. I mean, he's one of the Kathleen Kennedy's gone, and then never really admitted he was wrong for 3 fucking years. But it was just like, oh, wait. So it's like, this is just kind of a monumental bad take on his part. I didn't, you know, and like I said, I don't know Uche at all. I don't know Uche. I've never had any interactions with him. I know from what I've seen last night, from what I've heard people in the know, like Steven, that have dealt with him and talked with him. But I'm not, like I said, so I don't have a horse in the race here, so to speak. But I kind of do. And I just thought Ethan's comments were just, it was piss poor timing, and just he should have just not said anything. And then to kind of, you know, bombard Jeremy's chat a little bit, that's not a classy move for two people who, you know, were on something together as wonderful as the High Council, you know. So I give kudos to a lot of big YouTubers who showed restraint last night.
Yes,
there was a lot of them that didn't say anything, and that's fine. That's good, probably, you know. But and I'm not knocking anybody, because there was people on the panel last night on Jeremy's show that had and that was fine. That was the place for your opinion. If you're one of those big dogs and you got on there, absolutely, that's your chance. But yeah, I disagree with the way that EVS handled things.
Well, then, man, Pete, I'm glad that you prefaced that, and I'm going to also preface this, because I'm going to talk a little bit right now about my feelings that I'm going to be releasing probably in a video or on a live stream in the next couple of days. I need to marinate and chew on it for a little bit. The following comments do not represent my brother over here. EVS. EVS is a fake ass. All right. Now, we built this community on the idea, on the principles of the High Council, of the other YouTubers that started this whole thing with us, and to varying degrees. I'm not saying that they've all been charitable and they've all been wonderful in one way or another, but really we started this whole thing off on one of the examples was EVS, just like Jeff Hicks, just like Jeremy Griggs, just like the wonderful people over at Midnight's Edge, and all these wonderful creators, Mecha Random, John Talks, and so forth. I have seen steadily over the last, year and a half, EVS get involved in trouble, get involved in stirring the pot, get involved in promoting people who dox others, who do hate campaigns, memeing campaigns on others. I've seen EVS isolate himself only onto a group of different types of creators that can help facilitate him and those who kiss his ass. That's what I've seen from EVS. I have not seen the person who inspired me to write the Fandom Menace volumes. I have not seen the person that inspired all these independent creators with the wonderful first run of Cyberfrog. And congratulations to him and all of his successes. I will never take his successes or the inspirations that he gave me. But what I did see last night, was a person who was more interested in getting on a live stream so he could spout his fat fucking mouth off, and in his opinion, which matters because he's Caesar. He's above everyone else. His opinion is the only one that matters. And if he can't make that cheddar from you, well, you don't matter. If he can't get any exposure from you, then you don't matter. And what I saw was him, because he was butthurt like a 5-year-old, go on his channel, then start streaming over Geeks and Gamers while talking shit on people like Lethal Lightning, my friend, someone who has been down in the dirt with me before we were even monetized, the man who reached out to me and helped to lift me up. People like Ryan Cannell, who I have seen grow from a small channel into what he has become now. People like Drunk 3PO, Jay, my boy. I saw him trashing Jeremy, one of the other members of the High Council, the original High Council, trashing him, calling him shit, calling Geeks and Gamers shit. I created Rogue Entertainment as a model from Geeks and Gamers and follow their successes, and we're going to continue to grow onwards and upwards under the same inspiration that Jeremy Griggs imparted into the Fandom Menace. Jeremy Griggs himself, along with many others, but Jeremy Griggs himself imparted the idea that we all have the right to an opinion, that all of our opinions matter, all of our perspectives matter, that everyone is welcome to the table. Doesn't matter how you vote, what you look like, who you screw, where you're from, doesn't matter. Those are real Fandom Menace values that he imparted. So for EVS to talk about, the Fandom Menace is being attacked, when he has been damn near he has been not only profiting, talking with, but also endorsing anti-CG people. I'm sorry. This guy is a fake ass. So for him to act like a 5-year-old, try and streep over Jeremy, talk shit on my friends because nobody was paying attention, then send an army of simps from his chat into that chat. I know because I was modding it along with According to Christie and a few other people where they were constantly going, bring EVS on, while he's over on his channel complaining like a little bitch. Look, EVS is not, that ain't Fandom Menace to me. EVS is not Fandom Menace to me, and I'm not looking forward to a future volume of my books where I have to talk about the fall of Caesar, a person who is the industry, who still talks to people in the industry that call you, that call me, that call other comic book fans racist and sexist, that garbage, all that stuff he says he hates. He's going to get a live stream and start shaming other people who just raised $78,000 for a charity. What charity has EVS raised money for? What has he done recently? Nothing.
His own pocket.
His own pocket. That's all he cares about. That is the industry. He's going to talk about allowing Hollywood to infiltrate the Fandom Menace, allowing the industry to infiltrate the Fandom Menace. That's exactly what the fuck he is. So I have no respect for that man. I have no respect for him. He can take his fat North Jersey ass the fuck back across the river. I don't care. That was very, very disrespectful to do. And what scares me even more, not even scares me, but what really fucking disappoints me even more is how nobody's paying attention to this, and they all just go to the trough, to the EVS trough. Let's go kiss EVS's ass because he was a professional in the comic book industry for 25 fucking years. Because he's a millionaire now. He's a wealthy elitist with a totalitarian point of view. And if you do not bow to his narrative, the narrative he creates, then you are going to be shamed. You are going to be ostracized. You are going to get a mob sent to you from his chat. What does that sound like? It sounds like exactly what we have been fighting for years. So, I mean, look, hey, I'm sorry if this breaks friendships. I'm sorry if I lose subs. I'm sorry if people don't want to be associated with me for calling the kettle black. But look, this is where we're at. That was not the right time for Ethan Van Sciver to go, hey, I want to be a part of the party too. Why am I not getting attention? Why am I not getting any attention? Oh, I'm going to shame people, and I'm going to send people over there to that chat to siphon people out of that live stream so they can come give me attention. Fuck EVS. If he's Fandom Menace, that ain't Fandom Menace that I recognize. That's all I got to say about that right now.
No, brother, you preach on it, man. Trust me. And like I said, this is the beauty of our group is we can have these discussions. And,
absolutely.
You know,
we can have a different opinion.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to the man's church. You know, I'm not asking him for anything. I'm not, like I said,
Well, do you have anything to offer, ETAP? So you got to have something to offer.
Yeah,
first.
I don't have anything to offer.
He has to be able to make money from you. He has to be able to make money or get exposure from you for him to even recognize your existence.
I mean, this is the thing, though. This is the funny thing. Is like, do I have anything to offer? Oh, I have a lot to offer. That's the thing is like people look at my sub count and they're like, oh, this motherfucker just got 500 some subs. He ain't shit. It's like, if you judge somebody's talent level by their sub count, you're missing nuance. I have 6 years in the radio in FM. I worked on radio. I was a professional radio announcer for 6 years. I was in the professional wrestling business for almost a decade. I do a lot of voice work. I'm going to start writing again. There's things that I bring to the table that my sub count might not necessarily show. But ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it. I'm not entertaining the idea of trying to reach out to EVS in any. No, I don't care. I think his comments were shitty. I think he's become the very thing we swore to destroy.
I think he always was, man.
He always was. He kind of wore that hat like he wasn't. It's like, it's kind of like Undercover Boss, where the boss, dresses up like, I'm one of you, and then he comes down with the peons for a day, and he's like, oh, look, I'm back,
Okay.
But there's not a happy ending because the boss is still rich at the end of the day, and that's where he wants to be, up on top of the hill. And yeah, that was absolutely fucking ridiculous.
It is a sad thing. It is a sad thing too, ETEP. Now, let me be clear about this because EVS is one of the voices that inspired me to do what I'm doing. I may not necessarily followed his model, but seeing him promote independent creators in the community, seeing him reaching out and helping others, understanding that he was, he was a conservative who was put through the ringer in his own industry, let go from Green Lantern and all the stuff that happened there. Like, there was sympathy there. And also him being a comic book professional, understanding that Comicsgate, the backlash that was going on within the comics industry, was a real thing. Like, all of these led to his type of personality, who was very aggressive, being beneficial. I mean, those the guys that first started this, the ones that had the most aggressive personalities, with the exception of Jeff Hicks, who is the excellence in video editorial, world-class bullshitters, the excellence. Just like Midnight's Edge, those two channels, they're the best.
There were two of the big first ones that I really do. Midnight's Edge, and everybody used to clown me because I'd talk about them. I'm like, dude, their videos are so solid. They're so well put together. Big up. I've got to at both them. Both those their groups are just they're wonderful. Jeff does his videos mostly by himself. The Patreon stuff, Nick Utam. Big shout out to Nick too. Nick's a regular on the channel here and just a damn good friend of mine. Nick does, he's an editor. He's worked in the film industry. Nick is a independent. He's done independent horror movies. He's edited, done everything on film. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Jeff has wonderful people around him. Midnight's Edge, Andre has put good people around him. The only one I really know from that crew at all is Tom Connors, because I've streamed a couple times with Tom. And Tom, I like Tom. Tom's knowledgeable, you know.
They're great. Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Tom, Rob, they're all great.
Rob, I absolutely adore Rob's narration. You know, him and Andre, I dig Andre's perspective. They do. They put together great videos. They have a good team. You know, Jeff has a good team. They're even keeled in their reporting. You know, do they get heated about things that they're passionate about? Yes. But will they present an entire issue? Absolutely.
And one of the best things they did was have Script Doctor added to that team whenever Script has the chance to do it. You know, like they recognize talent and they pull it together. Yes. People that are knowledgeable and fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same thing with World Class, man. When they get together to do a podcast, that is a knowledgeable, fun time. Yes. You really do. You're sitting around with a group of friends when you're listening to those podcasts. These are great people. EVS had the ability to be the next big thing. You know what I mean? Like with his talents, with his ability to, with his professionalism and where he was in the industry. He had that chance, but it didn't turn out that way. It didn't. I'm calling it, and I've been feeling it for like a year now, but I'm calling it now. That was low class. It was. It's that. Look, man, we got one of the unsaid rules, in case you guys out there don't know, one of the unsaid rules within us YouTubers, within the Menace, is not to attack other creators personally. We don't attack other creators personally. We could give we give differences of opinions. We can make critiques. Absolutely. We can definitely have disagreements and debates, but you don't humiliate. You don't go after somebody with the intent of humiliating them. Unless you have to respond. I could be a hypocrite once or twice in my time here, but those were responses. When you're talking about starting another stream because you're upset that you didn't get an invite on Geeks and Gamers, this is a company issue. This is a company issue. The people that were there, with the exception of Eric July, who showed up, who was actually working with them, so you could count him in. Everybody that was on that live stream is a part of that company. Everyone there has a function at that company. It would be no more right for me or ETEP or anybody else to say, I want to go on that live stream. They're not giving me the link, so I'm going to go start a fucking live stream and send my fucking hate mob over there to harass them into letting me on or giving me attention. That's some childlike shit. That does not represent the values of the Fandom Menace. Not in my opinion.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that was one thing, like, it was bad enough that he popped off at the mouth and said what he did. And like I said, I've been on a stream with Ryan, I think twice. Ryan probably couldn't pick me out of a lineup. Jay, Drunk 3PO, don't know him. Been on a stream with him once. He probably couldn't pick me out of a lineup.
He's a dick. Don't worry about him.
And that's fine. Like I said, I'm not looking for approval. I think the way that they were treated was wrong. And it doesn't, I don't know either of them from Adam. I remember Ryan's very first video. I commented on his very first video and welcomed him to the Fandom Menace. And I've seen his channel. He's like one of those, like him and Jay both. It's like you've seen their channels just go boom and blow up. And like I said, I don't know Jay, but I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Jay. You know
I have all over the mainstream media, all them fucking people on Twitter.
Well, I mean, within our group, the mainstream media, because he's.
Oh, you're talking about common sense people.
Common sense people,
Gotcha.
Not the access assholes that don't count,
right?
Because their opinion matters as much as my last bowel movement. I mean, let's be honest, And
was it bloody?
No, it's
Okay,
normal. I'm good. I'm normal. I don't want to talk about this. We talk about your damn enema.
Sorry.
That's it. It's Walton's brew time.
look, no. Oh my
seriously,
God. Go ahead,
seriously,
bro.
no. These guys are good. They're good people. And I like I said, this is me from like I said, I've streamed with each of them like once. Ryan twice. I follow him here and there, and I hear the way people within the community, talk about him. Jay does charity work all the time. It's like this man is very selfless and giving. And I don't think that these people like this are going to be a part of a group, that is a hate group. And then for Ethan to send his asshats into that chat. And that's all I saw last night, because I saw you and Christy commenting as mods, and I was like, the chat was moving so fast. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, there was a couple of us in there. It wasn't just me and Christy, but Christy and I talk. We're friends. She's Rogue Entertainment. So
you two are the names I recognize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, I'm like, all I see is this bring EVS. I'm like, what? No, he doesn't have any reason to freaking be here.
Yeah.
It's not his fight, and all he wants is that little bit of shine that he would have got from that.
Oh yeah, well, see, he didn't get shine from making money from it. See,
That's
he wasn't
what
a
he
part of the whole charity raising and the whole the people working, talking with Zack Snyder, talking with with various people in Hollywood. He wasn't a part of that. He wasn't making any shine, any money off of that. But he could definitely make money off rage clicks. He could definitely point the finger at his friends and talk shit to him, talk to them like they're trash. People that helped him build himself. We rise together is not a motto I think is spoken on the Van Sciver channel. People that have helped him grow, people that have supported him, and people that don't talk shit. Look, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of politics that goes on in the Menace or in the YouTube sphere that we're in. A lot of social politics where you don't necessarily want to talk trash about somebody because they might, you might lose an opportunity. I'm done with that. I got my crew. I'm fine if they don't want me in the club. But I'm gonna call a duck a duck. And when I see somebody like that, I would never do that to you, ETEP. I would never do that to Final Death Star. I would never do it to Sporking. Exactly. I would never do it. I wouldn't do it to people that I hardly even get a chance to stream with. I wouldn't do something like that. That's grimy. That's grimy shit that he did trying to and then pulling Eric July over there because Eric and Uche were getting into a fight after EVS just got done talking trash on Uche. Look, I didn't agree with what Uche said. Actually, Uche kind of pissed me off. Like I said, there are times when I gotta mute Uche because I just can't hear it. I can't hear his foolishness, what I consider to be foolishness. But at the end of the day, I know he has my back and I would have his. And let this be clear, just in case anybody might think different. Look, Jeremy Griggs, to me, the guy who inspired me to do what I'm doing. He gave me a pat on the head, helped me fund my first book, and then sent me on my way. I don't have any kind of personal interaction with him at all. We may message one another once out of the blue moon. I like him. I like him because of what he created, the culture that he created, and also facilitated and imparted to us within this community, helping each other, raising money for charities, rising together, getting your voice heard, the right for you to have your voice heard. These are things that I love. These are the values that I took from Jeremy and from the wonderful group of people. I don't like all of them. I don't know all of them, but the wonderful group of people these collected over at Geeks and Gamers. A lot of them are my friends. Not just YouTube friends, not just people that are like, oh, I need to get on can I get on your channel so I can build my. No, I knew Drunk when he had like 100 subs. I knew Lethal when he wasn't monetized. I've known Ryan when he first came on the scene. These are my people. These are my friends. So to have a disingenuous airbag, millionaire, wealthy elitist who's still connected to the industry, who engages in cancel culture within our umbrella fandom, to start saying, oh, what's going on, Fandom Menace? Why aren't you doing this? Fuck you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse like that. I'm just very upset. I'm very upset at the level of disingenuous, the level of lying and deception, the level of false, pretentious bullshit that he's going to try and act like he is the king, like he's the one who has the measure. He's the bar. If you don't accept what he thinks, then you ain't nothing. Then you're not Fandom Menace. But fuck you, bro. I am your Fandom Menace historian. Be careful. I ain't having it. I'm going to document things as I see them. And what I have seen, what I saw last night, is a continuation of a trend of behavior that I've been watching over the last year, which has led to the cancellation of people, which has led to independent comics campaigns being damn near shut down. The energy of a campaign that people were funding being shut down because EVS decides to say that person isn't Comicsgate or that person isn't this. Meanwhile, you're talking to people like Preston Poulter. Meanwhile, you're still talking to people like Antos. Who are you? Who are you, EVS? You are not an enemy of the machine. You are a part of the machine. And you're trying to get your cake and eat it too. You're trying to grift off both sides of the fence. No, not from me. I'm gonna call it out.
No, absolutely. Like I said, the whole way that was handled last night. And good morning, Tony. Clown World Review, my brother, my co-host, man. Welcome, Tony.
Hail, Tony.
Joining us, sir. Hail, man. And Tony's got a great video that's coming out. Tony, let me know in the chat or just message me. Let me know when your video is dropping so we can get that promoted. Tony has a great video coming out. Talked about it last night about it's about the Fandom Menace, actually. So, yeah, it's...
And Daisy Divine in the chat, he said, yes, there are those in the Fandom Menace who got people canceled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, there are.
You're absolutely right that has been engaged in by people who don't believe in what the fandom menace is. The right to have an opinion, the right to have your own expression, the right for you to disagree and be debated, the right for you to like something or dislike something without being canceled. So you're absolutely correct. And that is why I'll be calling this shit out.
So, yeah, I
Damn, I'm cursing all over the place, Etep. I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's fine, bro. It's fine. I don't care. Hey, look, we got 15 in the chat. Make sure you bitch slap that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hey man, do me a big favor. Help me get to my next goal, which is 600 subs. Hit that button, subscribe. It's free. It always will be. I gotta give a shout out to Leo Red. I gotta get your Leo Red one meme of the week. So I gotta send him out his little prize pack. He got a place to be review sticker and a Etepo Kuian trading card.
Nice.
So yeah, well, not an Etepo Kuian trading card, a Pete Daddy Dollar trading card from my wrestling days. I've got 1,000 of them left. I'm giving one away. You can tweet me if you want one. I will get them sent out to you. Thank you guys for subbing. Let's see what Clown World says. I'm working on the script right now. It's taking me a few days because I'm walking a fine line. The video is called Why the Fandom Menace Continues to Lose to Lucasfilm, and that will drop soon.
I'm looking forward to that.
I am. Yeah. Oh God.
Looking forward to it, Tony.
Absolutely. And Tony is a wonderful producer of content. Don't let his sub count fool you. He is one of those people that, like, he's going to be that next channel. He'll probably pass me up in a couple months. I'll fucking guarantee it.
I mean, how much do you need to get to 1,000? I mean, let's help him out.
Well, Tony's at 94 subs right now.
Oh, well, he needs some help.
Yeah, he's well, he just started doing content. That's the thing, like, you know, a couple months ago, and he works full time, so he's trying to balance things. And dude, like I said, I don't work full time. I have time to do this. You know, that's why I stream so damn much. And you know, I'm Batwoman is getting canceled, so that my content is going to shift. I'm going to start a series called I Love the 80s. I'm going to start with a cartoon from 1986 called Galaxy High School. I'll be doing a review series. There's only 13 episodes, so I'm going to review those. But yeah, there's going to be different kinds of content coming up here on the channel too. But yeah, I this whole situation to kind of bring it back in, to reel it back to this. And now we're we're fine.
I had to get coffee.
I wanted to take do some promotion here. We've got there's a lot of greatness in this community, and I see last night Eric July now Ripper is on the Geeks and Gamers team, and that's a big move.
Incredible.
Like I said, Ripper is somebody that I really respect, and I'm not saying I know him, but I knew of him before I even got on YouTube, just because of who he is. He's this media personality, and it's like then I find him on YouTube, and you find out the guy's in the comics. It's like, oh wow,
he's on the Blaze. I mean, like,
yeah, that's where I think I saw him first, was on the Blaze.
This community is crazy growing, man. I love to see it.
It is. Rookie Critic, good morning, brother.
Hell, Rookie.
Good
That's
morning,
another
Rookie.
One of my brothers.
He says you're doing great. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Phantom Collective, man.
Hell.
They brought me in. It's almost been a year since I've been a part of the Phantom Collective team. And Rookie and Flip, man, I reached out to you guys on Twitter. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
I love those guys. First off, Flip has been a friend of mine for a long time, man. We don't get to talk or hang out as much as we should, but I miss him. Rookie Critic is one of my brothers. Down with him like I am. Down for Lethal, for Gaze, for Drunk, for all the original member, for all my OG crew. Justin Proper is my boy right there. Known each other for 2 years. Look, I'll be honest with you, Etep, when I first reached out to you, or when you reached out to me, that's what I saw. I saw Phantom Collective, and I said, all right, he's cool. And then I came on your channel. I was like, I need this one, so I'm gonna bring him in.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And the Rogue Entertainment Group has been awesome.
It's on fire, brother. We're about to expand, get a Rogue Entertainment channel. We're about to become our own company. We're going to be expanding. We're going to be going into gaming. We're going to be doing a lot of different things come up in the future. Going to have Rogue Entertainment products to sell. We're going to have a lot of fun. Can't wait for this thing to grow. And I'm glad that you're a part of it, brother, because you're born to do this. We need to get you monetized.
I'm growing. I'm trying, man.
After West Moody, we're going to get West Moody TR. We're going to move West to TR4, and then we're going to come around. We're gonna come around to McAnee or you. I'm not sure. McAnee might hit 1,000 before we even get to it. So,
Yeah.
but we're definitely gonna work on it, man. We're gonna work on it.
Yep. I need to. What I need to do is I need to do another video about dump truck asses because
That's what you gotta do.
That Pixar video. Okay, I bring this up all the time because I don't have any other videos like this. It's at like almost 38,000 views right now.
That's badass. Look, do it.
My opus is a video about cartoon moms and their big asses. I actually have a picture. I gotta post in the Rogue group. It's me. I found a Mrs. Incredible toy in a bodega, and my wife took a picture of me. I'm like pointing at the booty. I'm like, this has got to be posted up. But no, it's been fun, and YouTube has been awesome for me. It is a surrogate for professional wrestling. Hail Runner, good morning, sir. Runner's another one I want to bring on the channel. I want to bring him on. Probably I'm going to bring him on like a Friday or Wednesday stream on the channel. We'll Runner, I said DM me and we'll figure out a
Runner's turning 18 soon. We can have him on late night streams.
He's a
little boy. He's
Jesus
a little
Christ!
guy.
I'm old enough to be his dad.
He's a little guy. Runner, but like Runner's somebody who came up in the community that's like young and came in, and he's taking his licks because we're rough and tumble crowd. Dude, but he's growing. I mean, his opinion is valid. I want to say hail out there to Fire Knight 13. Hail, brother. Daisy, hail to you. Superfan Adam, hail to you. Mr. Tickle Trunk, hail, brother. Right as day.
New names here. Hey, welcome, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, man. Like I said, Runner. It's like
hail, Nano Reaper. Hail. I'm sorry, I gotta call out my man Nano Reaper real quick. Sorry about that.
Nano Reaper is gonna come on my channel. We're gonna talk about Prodigal Son, which is one of my favorite shows right now. And it's funny because Prodigal Son is a Berlanti production show. And it's good. There's been a little bit of wokeness, but nothing that ruins the enjoyment of the show. Same thing we were talking. Me and Final review Superman and Lois, and we've got a quarterly review coming up as soon as they're done with the first half of the season. Final and I are going to review it. I know we got behind. Schedules have been off. So me and apparently we're twins now.
Yes, we're doing that. We're going to make that happen. Where do you get memes? Yeah, with the two-headed twins. I want to get like a meme of you guys with the two-headed twins.
But yeah, so we're doing that. There's a lot of stuff coming up here. But yeah, we have a great community, man. The Rogue Entertainment group is great. It's like I want to expand my umbrella and start working with more people. I love networking. That is my thing. I love networking, and I've been blessed to meet a lot of good people, a few shitty ones along the way, but we've already cast them out. They're gone. They're gone. You learn quick and you kick them to the side.
Well, we cast our crew. We got them out, away, but they still out there. They're still out there, big and small. They have large channels and small.
They're in the ether, but you know what? We just don't pay any attention to them because we've got too many things to do as a group and as individuals to sit there and worry about these people that, like I said, man, I've had people on once and I'm like, not a good fit, and I've had people on once and it's like they just kind of it's nothing they did, and it's like I haven't had like I reached out to J-Man last night. I was like, I had a last minute cancellation, brother, do you want to come on? You haven't been on in like a month. He's like, yeah, absolutely. What did he say? What are we talking about?
Beard should be
nurtured and regularly watered. I use I shave mine down except the goatee. I'm going for the long, but I have beard butter. I have oil I put in this. It's nice and
that's got to be some Persian shit you got going on.
I use that. It's sandalwood beard butter. It smells so. I feel like a hipster. But it smells so good. I
feel like a hipster.
I feel like a fucking dirty hipster, but it smells so good. I don't smell like weed and patchouli. I promise. But no.
Man, hail to brightest day out there. You didn't. So you did not watch the Snyder Cut because I did. I watched it with Bear Nerd Fun and Will Gentry.
I'm an hour and 40 minutes into it right now.
Okay, all right, yeah. We were with Will because if you guys don't know, Will Gentry is a person who's been around in the chats. He's like my OG TFM chat brethren, and he recently just went into a rehab. He's trying to get his life better. And so the community's been kind of coming together on those nights that he needs it while he's going through what he's going through to support him, because that's the kind of community that we have. That is the type of people that we have looking out for one another. And so we got a chance to hang out with him last night, watch the Snyder Cut, dude. I loved it. I
It's been
loved
great.
it.
Let me give a shout out to Vebcast. He's got to go. Got to start this
Oh.
new trucking job. See everyone. Good
Good
luck
for
on
you,
the
dude.
job. Congrats. Thank you for joining
Yeah.
us, man. Make sure you slap that like button on the way out for me. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here this morning. We got about 20 minutes left until I got it. Well, we got about a half hour till I got to get ready for work. So, yeah, today is I have a charity thing I'm working on today.
Nice.
At my son's school. So we're wrapping it up, and
That's what we do.
and and that's it, man. My son goes to a private school, so there's a lot of charity work involved in it. I have to volunteer a lot too, in addition to working there. So yeah, it's busy. It's busy, but yeah, that's what this community is about. And Will, I've only had a few interactions in a few groups with Will, and congrats on turning the life around. That is quality of life, and making yourself the best person you can be is paramount, because we only get one trip around the rock. That's it. You get one trip, and ain't nothing guaranteed. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. So you got to make the most of what you have. So God bless you. Thank you for for being, for turning your life around, and the best of luck to Will. Absolutely. Nothing but the best. He's got a good support system here in this community too, should he choose to lean on that, absolutely.
He did. He absolutely did. He reached out to the community and said, I'm doing this after 22 years. And, like, he was definitely asking for help from the community, and the community responded. I was very happy to see as many rogues showed up in support of him. That was awesome. But everybody else in the community too, it's just, it's not about, it's not about a virtue signal or nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking Gary Nerdrotic came through for 20 minutes to talk to Will the other night when he was feeling down. I mean, like that, and he didn't talk about it. He didn't, he didn't say, "Hey, I did this," because that's just what we're about. It doesn't matter, big channel, small channel, anywhere in between. We're all people at the end of the day, and we're all here to support each other when we can. Because and then that's the great thing about having the community that we have, is that we don't know what everybody else is doing, and sometimes some of us are busy, but there's enough of us that we do come together.
Yeah.
And that's a part of it that I really enjoy. Hail the fandom collective, hail the fandom menace, and everybody in between.
That's it. Gary is somebody that I dearly want to be able to eventually talk to and stream with. I like, he's so laid back, and he's an older cat. Like, he's an older cat.
Right.
I'm 40. Gary's a little bit older than me, but I dig that wisdom, man. He's
what it is, Pete? You know what Gary reminds me of? Gary reminds me of like the 80s kids, the 80s teenagers that were around, that like we looked up to. You know what I mean? We were in middle school. Like that's what he reminds me.
Yeah. That's it, and he's got such a chill perspective, and he's just laid back, and it's like I respect the hell out of that. I love his work. But yeah, he's a cool guy, and a very big member of this community. And it's kind of like, like I said, the OG of the patron saint was the fourth wave. Gary's awesome though.
The patron saint of the fourth wave of Rogue Entertainment. He don't like that. He don't like that title, but he got to accept it. He don't have no damn choice.
It's been bestowed upon you. You have to wear that crown, Gary. You have to wear that crown, my man.
It is a mantle that he has to carry. Yeah.
Just like
You've never streamed with Gary?
I have not. You
will then. I'll make it a point.
I give him the nod in a lot of my videos, because I use the that copyright free music, the Beat Me Up. I love that song. I was like, dude, it's such a. I throw it on at the end. It's like this, and that's. It's not me ripping him off, people. It's a nod. I base like my. It is. It's a nod to him. I do. I have to, because it's like people like that inspired me. It's like I do. I try to draw inspiration from all these other, great creators. I'm just like, oh, you're just trying to. I'm not. Trust me. I have my own style. I am unlike. I'm not exactly like anybody.
No.
But that is it. I try to entertain. Like I said, I was joking around about this last night. I said, my subscribers understand how much I care about them, because I am basically a Star Wars, Marvel kind of guy on my channel. I have 51 Batwoman videos to 47 Star Wars videos on my channel.
Damn, bro.
51, and now I hear Batwoman's going to be canceled, and I'm like,
they're canceling it?
I think so. It's I don't know if it's completely a done deal yet, but I mean, how long can you lose money on something at that rate? Like, CW loses money, Berlanti Productions loses money on their shows, but it's like, how long can you maintain that business model before it puts a
It's
crimp
been
in that
years.
pocketbook?
It's been years. They're
Yeah.
doing it. Disney's throwing money out the damn door with
Yep.
Lucasfilm right now.
Yes.
It's not about making money. It's about sending a message, and their message is far left is garbage. It's all about it's. They're not about making money.
No.
They're about changing culture, and they're going to keep getting bailed out by the damn government because that's who they support.
Yep. It's pathetic.
It is completely pathetic.
It is. I want to talk a little bit about, like I said, I've watched about an hour and hour and a half.
You want to do it spoiler free?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I do.
Because Runner's in the chat, and he hasn't seen it yet, and he's been looking forward to it.
Like I said, I haven't made it all the way through yet. But man, the beginning was good. It was really good. Like I said, I haven't watched the original version of it in a while, so I'm like, I can see where it's new. The design of Steppenwolf is holy. Wow, he looks. I have to watch my language. My son's home from school sick today. He's in the back in the bedroom though with his tablet and watching. He's probably watching. He was actually watching. What the hell was it? This morning, the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie. Yes, he went out to the shelves behind me. He's like, Dad, can I pick him? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, pick a movie, bud. And he grabbed Flashpoint Paradox. He wanted to watch that. So
nice.
He's chilling. He's all right. He has seasonal allergies. He's fine. No coof, nothing like that. We're good. But yeah, so he's chilling. But yeah, the design of Steppenwolf and just the facial features of him, just phenomenal. I mean, that on itself was such a huge improvement, and to me that took me out of the original movie, and seeing how the back scene with Darkseid, Green Lantern got just I don't want to go into too much of it. I really don't. But what were your initial thoughts?
Okay, so the first thing that I thought during the first hour was there's too many slow-mo. There's too much slow-mo. There's too much slowing down of time. There was a lot, but but there's not really a lot in the other acts. They comes in parts. Parts 1 through 6 and epilogue. So once you get through part 2, there's not really too much of that. But that would have been my greatest critique. I did watch the original to get reference before watching this one not too long ago. I mean, there's scenes that are similar, but everything just looks beautiful. The respect, I like the Amazons. I really like the Amazons and their portrayal. Wonder Woman's one of my favorite characters. This is one of my favorite DC. I'm a DC kid. One of my favorite characters. Batfleck. I love Batfleck. I absolutely love him. I liked seeing this. The way they portrayed Superman in this it was better. It was a lot better. Arthur Curry is great. I'm sorry. I got a problem with this version of Aquaman. I think he's really good. Now I know a lot of people have been giving this version of Batman shit because he used guns. Look, I'm sorry. When Batman has to step up to the level of fighting parademons, all right, when he has to step up to like superhuman things, you can't have that kind of conviction of I'm not going to use a gun. I don't care. Batfleck, badass. This movie was fun to watch. There was maybe 1 or 2 moments where I was kind of like slumping a little bit, but that was probably because I was watching it in the middle of the night. But really, there was like almost no wasted time. Also, I found myself actually liking the Flash in this version of the film because they gave him more background. I found myself feeling better about when I watched the original Justice League, the Whedon version, I felt like Cyborg wasn't given enough time. That wasn't given, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And in this version, absolutely makes up for that. Absolutely makes up for that. Am I completely pleased with the Snyderverse itself? Well, no. I have the same objections that I have had in previously, but I love seeing Jeremy Irons as Alfred. There's just things that I really enjoy about this, and it made it better. I'm going to let it sit a couple of days. I don't want to say something automatically. I want to watch it a couple more times and really let it sink in. But at this point in time, and my initial feelings are, I would like to see the Snyderverse. I would like to see the rest of the Snyderverse.
Yeah, while I agree with the fact that his style doesn't translate to every character, I wouldn't want to see the Aquaman movie in this dark, gritty style.
Right.
It works better as basically Aquaman is Black Panther underwater. Can we agree on that? It is. Which I'm not knocking it, because Black Panther, while it's a highly flawed movie, especially in its third act, is stylized and colored very well. It's beautiful. Aquaman was much the same way to me. The visuals were absolutely gorgeous. James Wan directed, and that's a Jeff Johns movie. Just like Shazam, which Shazam was awesome. Zachary Levi.
Shazam was fun.
Perfect.
I had a problem with the last 15, 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
Now I did, but I understood where they were going with it, but it was just like very soon. It was way too soon to go into that part of the Captain Marvel realm, frankly. Captain Marvel, the real
because
Captain
he's
Marvel.
the original. He's the real Captain Marvel. And I'm not an aficionado on Shazam or anything like that in the comics or Aquaman. I know Arthur Curry in the comics is not exactly Jason Momoa. He's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy.
Right.
But and it's funny. One of my friends that I'm on a Friday night stream with on Raiders of the Lost Flicks, Alex, who happens to be black, he said he bought his nephew Aquaman, and he was looking for he bought him the Jason Momoa one, and his nephew's like, this isn't Aquaman. He goes, Aquaman's got blonde hair, and it's like,
Yo.
But,
I'm sorry, Phoenix Animation at 01. I think that's for you.
Oh, wait, those glasses and the cap, you look like Incognito E-Tep. In the case, the bet.
That's good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's all good. It's all good. But no, so I like the way Phoenix, dude. I cannot wait to hang out. Phoenix Animation and I were supposed to hang out next month at a Comic-Con in Grand Rapids, but it got pushed back, of course, so that'll be delayed a couple months, but it's going to be fun, dude. We're going to have a good time when we finally get to hang out. I'm looking forward to it, man. But no,
Nice.
the DCEU, certain characters should be under the Snyder. I think Batman is a perfect
Yes.
a perfect character. Superman,
No.
no.
Right.
I Man of Steel is right back here. I own Man of Steel. I enjoy the movie, the entire vision of it.
Wonder Woman can be done, I think, under Snyder.
Wonder Woman can.
Yeah.
Oh God. Looks like E-Tip has been recasted. Damn it, they cast my evil twin. Mr. Tickle Trunk says, oh great, we get another Unabomber E-Tip or Tim Pool E-Tip.
This is great.
And we got some new subscribers on the channel. Thank you guys all. We're up to 582 now. Thank you guys.
Beautiful.
I appreciate it. I do. There's a lot of content coming. There is. Trust me, guys.
Runner, you're allowed to be wrong, bro. Runner, you're allowed to be wrong. It's all right. I mean,
I wouldn't say masterpiece. It's a good movie for what it is. Henry Cavill is fucking brilliant as Superman. He really is.
Yes, Henry Cavill's a great Superman. I wish they had written Superman for him. That would have been great.
Yes. Instead of what they did.
Look, eat set. Let me just say, like, I'm not gonna spoil nothing. I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but I'm gonna say, listen, when you get to the end of this film, it's gonna go hardcore in a way that you would never expect from these characters. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to it.
And and one thing I got to say, it's not really a spoiler alert, but it's something. They didn't give Granny Goodness a single line. They gave us a shot of her, and they didn't even give her a single line. I was a little upset by that, but Dark Side, boy, oh my,
dude, he looked amazing.
God.
He looked so amazing, like just in that beginning, the big battle scene. Because that's where I'm at. Like he looked great.
Dark Side looks great, and the battle scene, the 5,000 years ago battle scene when he first came to Earth.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, a lot of it was the same from the Joss Whedon, but it was revamped.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I don't know exactly what they changed in that scene, but dude, it really got me. Like it was when I saw Zeus and Ares, who are DC characters.
Yep.
When I saw Ares just doing this thing, I was very satisfied. I felt like, yes, I got an affinity for pagan gods, or the representations of them in DC universe. It's just, and Ares is a big character. Zeus is actually a character. These are actual Artemis for a second, bro. Lots of fun. Had a really good time watching this film. And like I said, I'm gonna watch it a few more times and then give my opinion.
Kind of let it marinate a little bit.
I have to.
Yeah. This is and it's a big movie.
It's an event.
Yeah. It is. We covered an article last night from Mikey Sutton at Geekosity that said Snyder has a cut that's longer than 4 hours. He's got more like an extra 20 to 25 minutes of footage or something like that.
I don't
It's
know
like,
where he would have put it. I mean, because when you get to the end, it's kind of jumbled. Like you can
Uh-huh.
tell. You can
Uh-huh.
tell. Like it was like, okay, they didn't have the time to fit this in, or they didn't. I don't know exactly where they were going with it, but the epilogue section after the story.
Yeah.
But it was good to see. I'm a big supporter of the Ayer cut. I want to see I want to see the Ayer cut of just Suicide Squad. I like those characters. I like them characters. I like that movie. I want to see that version. So I'm hoping that will happen. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I like Jared Leto's
hated
Joker.
Suicide Squad.
I like
hated
Jared
it.
Leto's Joker. I just do.
No, I like
what
the
it is.
new version of him they showed. From the
He was better.
Yeah, I like that because I've seen the trailer with the little clip with him. I like the look of him. I didn't like Hot Topic Joker. I like Jared Leto as an actor. He's so talented. He's so versatile.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Morbius. I really am. I'm big time looking forward to Morbius. I started watching Suicide Squad right after it came out on Blu-ray, and like back in the day when it came, it came out 2016?
Yeah.
When it dropped on Blu-ray, I watched it because I wasn't going to go to the theater to see it because I really had no interest in it. I got 45 minutes in, quit watching it. I just finished. I watched the whole movie again a couple months ago, and I was like, okay.
I understand that. And
I liked El Diablo, that character. I really liked his arc. He's very cool. Will Smith was good as Deadshot. If the Ayer cut dropped, I would watch it just so I have a basis of comparison. It's not a movie I'll probably ever be a fan of, but I mean, I like I said, if there was a better version of it, I'd watch it. What the hell? I watched Velocipaster, for God's sake. Why wouldn't I watch this?
Right. Well, so my thing with it is that my son and I played Lego games. That's as he was growing up. So we Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, and Lego Batman. So when we saw the Suicide Squad, it was like, oh, we know that character. My son was like, I know that character. Like, yeah, we've used it before. Yep. And we more that games more than cartoons, but it doesn't matter. There's a point of reference there between the two of us. I enjoyed Suicide Squad because first off, I love Harley.
Oh yeah,
I love my Harley, and I love that represent. I love Hori Quinn. I'm totally down with. I love Hori Quinn, and so don't hate a man for liking things. Anyway, so
not at all. Trust me.
The movie wasn't perfect, and I recognize it for all of its flaws. But as I said, as for me, looking at this as a film about antagonists with no real defined protagonist, I enjoy the imperfections. I think it adds to the film, all the imperfections. The Jared Leto's Joker, okay, could have toned down a little on the tattoos, and maybe the teeth bridge was too much.
The grill,
that was way too much. Didn't need a grill. I've also been a proponent that that's actually Robin. That's not the original Joker, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that. That's just the way that I interpreted it. I like that film, all the flaws, everything. Used to listen to the soundtrack with my kid when we were driving around. Like let's put on the Suicide Squad soundtrack. So I do want to see the Ayer cut. I do want to see that get released, and I am a fan of that film. I know I'm in the minority, but hell, I can also watch Highlander 2 and enjoy it.
I haven't seen any of the Highlander movies in forever. Miriam Noah, hello, my dear.
Oh, there she is. Yeah,
my favorite reviewer and my favorite nut collector in one place. Sweet.
Right in there. Just jamming it right in.
She came in with the fire.
Yes, she does.
She came in with the fire. Superfan Adam Shaw has the Joker wasn't needed in that movie. He says you've seen, and Superfan Adam Shawhan is a huge Joker fan. His office is like completely
nice,
completely jokered out.
No, you're right, Superfan. Joker didn't need to be in that film, but from what we understand, there was a lot more scenes filmed with Leto that weren't even in the film. So there's an entirely whole story there that we didn't get. But also, it's also a shame that they felt the need to put Joker in there as if the Suicide Squad wouldn't be able to hold it on its own. So I mean, but Killer Croc, dude, seeing Killer Croc on screen for the first time was badass.
It was cool. It was cool. It was.
Only my man could make Captain Boomerang cool. Like, dude, Captain Boomerang is like a B-level character. Nobody cares about him, but he actually made him cool. Like you said, El Diablo. I love that storyline. I love the storyline with El Diablo.
Yep.
And Will Smith was Will Smith. I think anybody else could have played Deathstroke, or not Deathstroke. Oh God, I can't. Deadshot. But I mean, Will Smith did an all right job. I'm a fan of Will Smith.
I like Will Smith. I just feel bad for his entanglement. It's bad when your wife bangs one of your teenage son's friends. I mean, Anyway,
Is that what happened? Did she do that?
Yeah, didn't you?
So I got a chance.
They had that red tape, probably. I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? Just throw your hat in the ring, Steven. What the hell?
Absolutely, I would throw me around some Jada Pinkett.
Dude, yeah. I was, what the hell? When she was in, was it Nutty Professor too? Was it?
Yo, she looked good in that.
She was gorgeous.
What was the horror movie that she was in
Tales
before
from the Crypt,
that?
Demon Night.
From the Demon
Yeah.
Night, dude. She was.
Yep. I didn't like her in Gotham. I only watched one season of Gotham.
Oh, really?
I wasn't like I wasn't a huge fan of the show. I was like, they're throwing too many villains at it like way too soon without developing them.
Yes, liking Gotham is like enjoying Suicide Squad. You kind of just have to throw it out the window, throw your expectations out the window, and take what you're given. I like Gotham. I thought she was great. She was really good in Gotham. I like the entire story arc of Gotham, although, like I said, I don't like what they did to people like Bane. They did to characters like Bane, Poison Ivy. Like they screwed up on a lot. What they did do really well on, in my opinion, was Penguin. I thought Penguin was great.
The kid that played Penguin, he was good. He was in one or two episodes of one episode of The Walking Dead. He got killed in Terminus in season 5. He got the back of his head bashed in over a trough when they were slitting the throats. They were harvesting the meat. And he was also in the movie Accepted with Justin Long. He played the kid who wanted to blow shit up with his mind. But yeah, I remember seeing some highlights of him. Or I can't remember if he came in right before I quit watching. I can't remember. But I do remember seeing him in the role, I think, of 1 or 2 episodes going like, I recognize this guy. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is a much different role than what he, what he's played. Because, it was solid. It was good.
It was. And Grundy. They kind of screwed up Grundy, but at least they gave us a Grundy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Gotham. Gotham was if you ever have some time to just let your
I want to go back and check it out. I would probably rewatch.
You're going to come across.
I haven't seen it again.
If you're a DC fan, correct?
Yeah.
The comics fan. Well, you are definitely going to come across episodes where you're like, all right, this is not how this shit went down.
Yeah.
Like this is not the lore, but they try to attach enough, or at least a relevant piece of the original lore to the character. At the end of the day, man, you got to throw your expectations out the window with Gotham and just have fun with what it is.
That seems to be like a lot of those shows. Wait, Brightest Day said Jeremy Howard. That's the actor's name I'm taking. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Brightest Day, appreciate it. Becky Brown is here. She says at Stephen Wall.
Hail to you, baby.
Let's see. Wait, Nana Reaper says cat girl meow. Did you see what Miriam said? She said, "Did you say nutty Professor Etep?"
Yeah, we're just having fun, aren't we? We're just having fun now.
Where's that one special brew? Anyway,
see, that's what happens when you're friends with people like Vinny and Red Gaze. That's the attitude you develop in this community. Just no respect, just none.
Speaking of Red Gaze, he's on tomorrow night on Fandom Menace Friday Night Live. Well, this will be making his debut on the program. We'll be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm sure his book Sunsworn and what other projects he's working on. We'll be talking about that, Falcon Winter Soldier, plus probably some of this Snyder Cut stuff. But yeah, so this is this whole situation, we've kind of covered the game. I don't really want to, like I said, I can't go into the Snyder Cut too much because I'm only an hour and some minutes into it.
Can't do it. Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to finish watching it probably this afternoon. I don't have any streams tonight. I'm taking the night off. It's going to be some family time tonight, and this weekend I won't be streaming after Friday because I got to spend some time with the family. I streamed 6 days last week and released videos.
Spend time, brother. So you're not going to be around for Rogue this weekend? No,
I won't, unfortunately. No, my wife is like, I was like, okay.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take care of the wife. Absolutely.
Yep. So I got to spend some time with the son and the wife. So we'll probably watch a Snyder Cut tonight.
First.
Yep. And then, like I said, Saturday we're going to our cabin for the day and probably into the evening. I don't know if we'll stay the night or not, but we were going to try to go kayaking this weekend, even though we just got snow. But me and my wife are kayakers. I don't care. I'm not getting in the fucking water. I'm in my boat. I never tip. I'll say that and I'll fucking tip over. But I won't be drinking beer though. If that's the thing is I only get crocked in my kayak in the summertime because that way if I tip it's like whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna have some family time this weekend. So
good.
But yeah, it's much needed. I have been, like I said, streaming like a maniac. So yeah, it's been a blast though, man. I've been so blessed to work with so many different people and so many great people and good personalities and have so many meaningful conversations and dialogues. And the chat, dude, you guys have been on fire this morning. I thank each and every one of you. We're not wrapping it up just yet, but I'm just thanking you guys in advance because I just want to let you know you're all awesome. Thank you so
for
much.
those of you who may not know, we used to run a show on my channel way back in the day called The Fourth Wave, and we changed it over to Rogue Entertainment, and it became what it is today. So this weekend at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific in the U.S., we're going to have a Fourth Wave reunion. It's going to be myself, Sporkin' News Podcast, Enter the Unfamiliar, formerly Final Death Star, Bear Nerd Fun, and Immortal Coil. So can't wait to do that. It's going to be coming on before Rogue Entertainment. So hope you guys stop through and check out some of the old heads that when I first started this thing, my closest friends. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that. And Rogue Entertainment, we're going to just talk shit and do what we do.
That's like we were talking on Finals channel the other night, for Rogue Tuesday. It's like, well, we made it through 2 topics in 3 hours. It's like, that's a Rogue show.
Yeah, that's a rogue show. That's how it is. Show. Yeah, we had to break it down.
I sent. It was funny because Steven's been on my. Normally, like I said, for the Monday and Wednesday shows, they're very very scripted. I have outlines, and I sent that to Lorena last night. She's like, "Wow." She goes, "You weren't kidding." I'm like, "No, I have. These are outlined, and we have." But when everything happened last night, we kind of threw the outline out. We just kind of started freestyling towards the end of the show, which is always fun. It is. And I enjoy it. Like I said, my morning show is usually I'm by myself most of the time, so I'm just talking to the chat. I enjoy having a guest on in the morning. Steve was like, "Hey, you got room for me?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, there's always a seat for you at the table, sir."
Appreciate that.
Always, brother, always. And like I said, I've been saying, dude, you got to come back on the channel. You got to come back on the channel.
I am seriously trying to make time so that I can come in on your Wednesday shows.
I get you on the Rogue shows, man.
Yeah, right. You run a Rogue show.
I run a Rogue show.
You are the only person beside myself in Final that's running a Rogue. That's running a Rogue show right now. So I want to be there and support you guys. I love what y'all are doing. And ETEP, when I first started watching ETEP, the first time I was on your show, I was like, this dude's production value is great. The way you structure your show, your comments are informative. You're one of the best channels that I've seen. I can't believe you ain't monetized. And and you're a great person to boot, which helps a lot in this community because watch some snakes and fakes, y'all. Yep. But I'm glad that you're a part of Rogue Entertainment. I'm glad that we can work together, and we're going to continue to work together onwards and upwards into the future. And we're going to be able to continue that tradition that the people that brought us in, the type of culture that we've created in this community of helping each other rise together, of working with one another, supporting independent creators. We're going to keep that going moving forward. Like I said, I've lost a lot of respect for certain individuals that inspire me, that I have looked up to as I've tried to do my thing. I never want to lose the values, though, that were imparted for me by those people, whether they were genuine or not. So I want Rogue Entertainment to be moving forward to support independent creators when we can, and to definitely support independent artists, comic book artists, novelists. I really want that to become a part of the fabric of what we do. So I'm looking forward to working with people like Niram out there, who's got Bonds. Yes. A great Indiegogo out there. Man, I don't have it up right now.
I'll get it on Indiegogo.
Can you share? Thank you very much. Yep. Another great person, up and comer, just trying to make their way in the world, trying to create an entire world out of a passion. The storytelling that she has. People like Red Gaze with Sunsword. People like Vinny. Six campaigns. Yep. 6 campaigns this man has run. He has worked in the industry. He is a professional. I don't understand why he's not, given. I don't understand why he's not given seats at the special tables. But hey, if that's the way that's the structure. If that's how the cliques are going to act, we'll just make our own, and we'll be better than the rest. And we will always be here for you guys. And thank you so much for being in the chats and supporting us. We ain't better than nobody else. We're just 2 people on a mic just people having conversations, but we thank you so much for being a part of those conversations. We rise together. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other. And speaking of bonds, here it is.
This artwork is just absolutely just beautiful. I like I said, I was a huge Walking Dead comic fan, so I absolutely love the black and white aesthetic. I do. I love it.
Yes.
It's definitely, there's something to be said for that. And just the raw emotion you see in these characters, it's wonderful. You can see Miriam's at 505% of a $2,000 fixed goal.
Beautiful, man.
$10,110, 209 backers, 14 days left. Let me.
She's smashing the shit out of my campaigns. You girl, good for you, man. That's another thing that I love in this community is that when one of us finds more success than the other, we always celebrate it. You know, per independent creator success is all of our success.
Yes,
this is gorgeous. I love to see this, man. 209 backers, 14 days less, 505% funded on a 2,000 fixed goal, and this girl has gotten $10,110 Hail to that!
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do, and that's this is what we should be funding. This is what we should be supporting. These types of creators. These are creators who have been dissed by the industry, just like us. People have been dissed by Hollywood, dissed by comics and the gaming industry. People that have been talking trash on us for years now. These are the same people that grew up in this with us, that have had to endure this fight, have had to endure this slander from entertainment, from wealthy elitists. And because of that, I guarantee you that these creators will have more respect for their fans, their backers, and the people that help to promote their material than you will ever get from the industry. True appreciation. Hail Comicsgate. Hail my other indie creators out there.
Absolutely, man. You know, we do. We've got so many talented people in this community. It's absolutely just astounding to see the level of talent, dedication that goes into these projects, and these people they're so humble about it too. That's the thing. Mm. You know, they know they are fans. That's why they know how to treat the fans of their work, their projects, their backers. You know, you're an investor. When you back independent projects like this, you're an investor, and you're investing in the fact that you believe in this person's vision. And to me, that's what's so satisfying about seeing these campaigns succeed. It is, and I'm going to switch up over here to another Indiegogo campaign.
For another thing too, like these are limited series runs. Yep. You know what I mean, when they're put out. So you take good care of these comics. You never know how much that's going to be worth, how much your investment will be worth in the future.
Look at Vinny. 254 backers, $13,148. Yeah, that's for Shadow of the Kraken.
Shadow of the Kraken. Yeah,
he still has, what is it? Is it Into the Woods? Is the name of it? I don't want to.
He's Into the Woods was the last comic he did. City of Venus is another comic he has done. Yes, this man has made this man is a professional. Look at the work. Look at the colors. Look at how beautiful these panels are. This is a man who's well known in the community, well known for his integrity, and yet still gets trash talked on him by people at the upper echelon. Gets misinformation spread at the upper echelon that kind of might put a damper on someone's campaign, but Vinny has thrived. He has survived that kind of misinformation, that kind of mislabeling from people who say that they're fandom menace. But he has survived that and continued to thrive, and now has six campaigns, and he's going to be running more. And these are the types of people that I want at Rogue Entertainment. These are the types of people with heart, people that believe in what they're doing, people who want to give quality entertainment, people who want to give quality products. This is what I want at Rogue Entertainment. And that's why Vinny is a part of my team. And you will get nothing but the best from Vinny Tardamella every time.
I backed Shadow of the Kraken, and I did. I was like, I couldn't not. I'm like, this is damn. And I'm like, I can't wait to show that to my father-in-law, because my father-in-law is a massive comic collector.
Nice.
I mean, massive. Like, he has, Jesus. I mean, I don't know how many long boxes he's got in his garage. I mean, he gives my son comics all the time. Me and my boy have got a little collection going. But yeah, I had to back this, and it's, you know, and Vinny's a great friend of the channel. I'm proud to call him a friend. You know, he's come on the show multiple times and always a great guest. You know, and he's got a background in toys too. You know, was he head designer McFarlane Toys?
McFarlane Toys, man.
This guy knows his shit. He knows what works. You know, that's the thing about Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
And the last campaign we're going to talk about right now is this one right here. And this is something that I backed the first time out. I'm happy to promote it for him now, and that is Stealing Solo, the Fandom Menace edition, with featuring the cover from Anna, that Star Wars girl. Because Jeff is a friend, and Jeff is a fucking amazing man and
yes,
a wonderful
he is.
creator. And that's one thing. And I told him this person, I said, I went to the walls for you on the first one because people talk so much shit with the hiccup that happened in the campaign with the rear cover and everything. And I was like, you know what, man? I got my book, and I'm like, I'm happy I got my book. I read it. The story was great. The art was, you know, top tier. I'm like, I have no complaints about it. If it comes down to the rear cover of a book making or breaking it for me, I'm not going to let that, you know. Dude, it was your first campaign.
His first campaign. And
shit happens, and he rectified it. He made
did.
it right.
Yes, he did.
Made it right.
Yes, he did, because he cared. It was his first campaign. Yes. I mean, you know, it would have been great for, you know, maybe somebody around him to have reached out and said, hey, are you making sure to do this, this, and this? But that's not what happened. Who knows what happened back then? But Jeff corrected that mistake. Jeff, look, first off, World Class Bullshitters is the home of the Fandom Menace. I don't care. That is the flagship channel of the Fandom Menace. Jeff Hicks is Fandom Menace. I can't wait to see how successful this campaign will be. Hail to Anna, that Star Wars girl. You know, these are people that I love and respect working on this project, and I can't wait. Look at that, $34,000, 541 backers, 45 days left. I couldn't be more happy. Couldn't be more happy for Jeff, man. Hail to you, brother.
Yep, it is absolutely wonderful to see that succeeding the way it is. You know, again. And for such a great guy too, it's these creators are wonderful people. These are great people who are, you know, they pour their hearts and souls into this. You know, a lot of them, they have jobs, you know, and they have other things, and it's like, but you know, some of them get to dedicate their entire lives to this, and it's like that's where you want to be as a creator. It's like you want your art to speak for you. You know, you don't want to waste your talents somewhere where they're not truly appreciated or utilized to their full extent. And that's, I've been in that situation my whole life. I've worked for people, and I'm like, why do I do this? Why am I wasting my time doing this? I have so much more to offer than moving furniture or working in finance. And it's like, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Like I said, my wrestling career got ended prematurely through faults of my own. I own that. I got nobody to blame for that but fucking me right here. These two shoulders, that's on me. This is my kind of redemption. You know, I get to share, you know, my views, my thoughts with the audience. And you guys have been awesome. Like I said, the last couple of years I've been doing this have been just a whirlwind roller coaster ride, and it has been an absolute blast. Speaking of which, it's 10:30. I have to get ready for work.
All right.
I wish I didn't have to, because I would probably sit here with Steven and stream for another, 4 or 5 hours.
Absolutely.
It's been fun, man. Thank you for coming on this morning, Steven.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me.
Let me put you on solo here. You go ahead and tell the people where they can find you if they don't already know. Like they don't know.
No, I mean, they may not know. I am author Stephen Walton. Please come check out my YouTube channel. At the current time, it is the home of Rogue Entertainment until we get our own channel, which we're working on right now. Culture Casino's coming through for us on that. Watch out for many other Rogue Entertainment channels that are out doing shows, people that are networking with one another, trying to provide the best entertainment for you that we possibly can. Rogue Entertainment's going to be expanding. You're going to see rogues everywhere doing all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys in the chat for being here. Thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for hitting the like button and sharing out the link. Thank you for being so supportive of all these wonderful channels and all these wonderful creators that we have in the community. And whether it's an Indiegogo that you may not have the money at this time to support, or you may not be interested in, just sharing out an independent creator's link, letting people know about it is could be the difference between someone having a bad day or a great day. You don't know how much it means to me, especially as an independent creator, to see one of you guys have shared out a link to the Phantom Menace Volume 2. That brings a smile to my face. That makes me happy. That knows that what I'm doing is worth it because you support it. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Please do me a favor to your favorite 2 or 3 YouTubers. If you could share out links to their channels, it would be greatly appreciated because, again, we don't have an industry to support us. We only have one another. I want to say thank you to all the wonderful people that donated to the suicide awareness charity that happened last night on Uche's channel. Hail to Uche. Hail to all my brothers and sisters over there. I will always stand behind you, stand with you, and stand up for your right to have an opinion, whether it's good or bad. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters, fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Peace.
Thank you, Steven, for joining us, man. I love that. He always brings that fire, man. I'm Etep Wakui, and you guys know who I am. Thank you to the chat. Man, Mr. Tickled Trunk, Brutal Morningwood, the Clown World Review, Snooda. I got to give Tony a shout out, man. Go over and subscribe to Clown World Review. Tony Tone Deaf is my co-host on my live shows, and he is a wonderful human being. And I want to highlight his comment right here. Let me scroll up and find. He says, "Love him or hate him, a lot of us wouldn't know each other if it weren't for Jeff Hicks." And Tony and I met in the World Class Bullshitters group. We started liking each other's posts, commenting back and forth, and it was like, this guy's good people. And I brought him into a private chat we're in, and he's been he's probably one of my best friends now. I love the guy to death. He's wonderful. I want to get out and visit, me and my wife get out and visit him and his wife and go out and hang out with him when we're able to. I truly do. Because he's good people. He's good people. And Steven, you're good people too, brother. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you for making me part of the Rogue Crew, which has opened up a lot of doors for me as a creator to more wonderful and talented people and creators and good friendships is what it boils down to. The chat has been on fire this morning. I'd like to thank each and every one of you all by name, but we're on overtime right now, and I'm going to be late for work again, but they've come to expect it from me. So, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much a moot point. Let's be honest. They're just like, this guy's running late. He's perpetually late. So they know I'm always streaming or editing a video or doing something. So they're very forgiving of that. I do appreciate it. Yeah. You can find me right here Monday nights, 8:30 Eastern for Going in Raw. Monday night, Going in Raw, the flagship broadcast of the channel. Wednesday night, Going Rogue at 8:30 Eastern. Friday night, Phantom Menace Friday Night Live, 7 till 8:30 Eastern. You can start your Phantom Menace Friday night here. You can go over and watch the big dogs on Friday Night Tights after you get a little warm-up in right here on the Place to Be Reviews. We usually have a good independent creator on this Friday night. Happens to be Red Gaze, who I met through Rogue Entertainment. Great guy. Thursday mornings right here, mornings with the Place to Be Reviews. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes we have guests, which it's a surprise. You have to tune in to find out. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. My Batwoman reviews will continue through the end of the series. Prodigal Son will be back in a month. I'll wrap up that. And I've got Galaxy High School coming out pretty soon. I'm working on projects with Tony Tone Deaf behind the scenes. We've got some animated stuff coming up on Tony's. It's on Tony's channel. I'm just helping out. I'll be providing some voice work. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff working, man. There's a lot more in the hopper. Thank each and every one of you. I do. I love you guys. You guys rock. You make sitting in a chair, talking into a webcam and a microphone worthwhile. You truly do. And be sure to bitch slap that like button. Leave a comment. You guys have all been leaving comments. That really helps us in the algorithms. Share the videos. That, like I said, if you don't want to support, if you don't want to, just share a video. If you're not subscribing or anything, just to any of these creators, these channels, just share a video, share a link, just help them out. We appreciate it. We really do. And that's it, man. That's it. I got really nothing else except I'm Etepo Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one. Star-Lord, take it away.